Howdy folks. It's been a while since I've recorded a video like this. I've been very busy, and I don't know, I just haven't really been all that inspired to record anything, I suppose. But now I guess inspiration has struck again, so hopefully I have something interesting to say this time. The sort of topic that I want to talk about today is Okay, so there's this common, a very, very, very common sentiment that that people tend to share, especially when somebody's feeling down about like I guess it's advice that people tend to give when somebody's looking to be in a relationship or something like that. Often, they'll say, "Oh, just be yourself." That's the number one thing to do. And I think that there is validity to that, but I think that shouldn't be taken too far. And so that's why I'm making this video now. The title of this video is going to be, "Don't Just Be Yourself." And I'm going to try and make a case for why you shouldn't necessarily just be you. And it's a pretty simple premise, I think. So, I think the core issue that I take with this sort of concept that you should be content to simply remain, just I guess like your authentic self or whatever. I think the problem with that as a piece of advice is that change is very important, and growth is very important, and so in that vein, it would be very arrogant to presume that the person that you are right now isn't in need of any kind of changes, especially to make yourself attractive to other people, because at the end of the day, I think one of the most attractive things for a lot of people is seeing that somebody is looking to improve themselves, and by proxy then associating with somebody who's looking to improve themselves. That can be inspiration for them to improve themselves, or just sort of benefit by extension. You are certainly enough, and I think that is important to stress. You are you, and that's absolutely fine. And I guess it's okay to even have some level of pride in the person that you are now, but you should also aspire to be something greater than what you are now, because I think that's one of the sort of higher callings, I guess, in life, is to develop into a more well-rounded or otherwise just masterful person in some aspect. So basically, this isn't as strong of a case as I originally sort of thought it was, but you should see the person that you are now as a work in progress, and accept that, and have some level of respect for it. But you also shouldn't just aspire to be the person that you are today. And so if you've ever gotten this piece of advice, somebody tells you, well, all you really have to do is be yourself and eventually the right person will come along, or something like that, then just take that with a grain of salt, because the reality is that the right person first of all, the right person has to, be at the right place at the right time, right? And so do you. And then you also have to be in the right mental state, or just at the right point in your sort of life's journey to recognize what that person even looks like. And if you're not seeking improvement for yourself first and foremost, then you run a lot of risks, like identifying someone who may potentially not be a very good match for you or something like that, simply because you are sort of stuck in a rut. I would say it's still important to keep in touch with who you are at a fundamental level, absolutely. And you should obviously be true to yourself. You shouldn't try and be someone that you're not. But you should also aspire to be something more than you are at the moment. So that's a quick little tangent, I guess, on my view on that little piece of advice. Just be yourself. I say don't just be yourself. Be yourself and then some. I think that's a little bit more complete for a piece of advice to give to somebody who feels like they're not getting anywhere in with anything in life, I guess, in any particular area. It doesn't necessarily have to be in like the context of relationships or anything like that. I just brought that up as an example because it seems like one of the most common ones. So yeah, that's really all that I have to say for today. Hopefully I can kind of get back into recording more videos like this, because I think it's something that I really should be doing for consistency's sake. I haven't been uploading a lot lately, and I've got another something that I've been writing. It's been in the oven for a while, and I'm thinking about releasing it either later today or maybe tomorrow or something like that. So that's cool, I guess. Other than that, this is just, I guess, a little update slash hopefully somewhat interesting topic. And having said all of that, I've repeated myself a couple of times, so I'm gonna cut the video right about here. I hope y'all are having good days, weeks, months. I hope that things are looking up for all of you, whoever is watching, and peace. Have a good one.